So, as I've said previously, so Eric is this character that Burling, I keep doing that. Priestley wants us to sympathize with. But a modern reader, and I have to, give a shout out to an old student of mine, Tamina, she really hammered me on this point that I kept thinking, okay, it was a drunken assault, a drunken sexual assault, but, and, I might have even said but, and she just reminded me that is he rapes her. He absolutely rapes Eva Smith. And yes, they're together afterwards, but it's an act of absolute violence and brutality that should be called out, and really dates and ages this text that we notice Priestley wanting the audience and the reader to sympathize. But now we see maybe Eric isn't possible to be recovered. It begs the question whether Sheila can be as well. Uh, Yeah. Look, can I have a drink first? He's just always drinking, Eric, and he needs it to steady his nerves. It's just really pathetic. When did you meet her? I was a bit squiffy. We hear this line, this. It's silly. It's an idiom. It kind of infantilizes him. Was she drunk? She was a bit, mostly because, and this is the sad, she didn't eat. So if you drink alcohol and you're not eating, it's easy to be drunk. And you went to her lodgings. I insisted. She told me she didn't want me to go in. In that state, when a chap turns nasty, I threatened to make a row. So he pushes it. I mean, he fully just uses violence of reputation and words and maybe physical to force himself in. So this is really huge for analysis and thought here. How the energy of this is portrayed, but also how we're to read it. I don't even remember what happened. That's the hellish thing. Ugh. When'd you meet her again? I met her a fortnight afterwards. I couldn't remember her name. I mean, that's just ridiculous. More drinks, but you took her home again. Yeah, though that time it wasn't so bad. And this time we talked a bit. She told me something about herself, and I told her my name and what I did. And you made love again? Yes. I wasn't in love with her or anything. But I liked her. She was pretty and a good sport. I mean, the slang here really reveals his disdain, his misogyny, I don't know. I should say, I've had students who really judge Ava Smith as well here. I think this is a really powerful part of the play to think through. So you had to go to bed with her. Well, look, I'm old enough to be married. I'm not married. I hate these fat old tarts. I mean, Jesus Christ. And stop talking like that. I mean, the dad jumps in there. Did you arrange to see her? Yeah. And the next time, or the time after that, she told me she thought she was going to have a baby. So she's pregnant. And I wonder when does she know? And of course, she was very worried about it. Yeah, because she's broken. She has nothing. Yeah, so was I. Did she suggest you marry her? No, she didn't. She didn't want me to marry her. Said I didn't love her and all that. She treated me as if I was a kid, which he is, immature. Even though I was nearly as old as you, that's the dumbest line. She didn't have a job, and didn't feel like trying again for one. She just wasn't having any luck, and she had no money left. How much did you give her? About £50. On top of drinking and going around town, you gave £50. Where'd you get the £50? Well, I got it from the office. You stole the money, just like she said, to the charity. I intended to pay it back. Why didn't you come to me for money if you were in a mess? Because you're not the kind of father we go to when you're in trouble. So you can see the division in the family. Look, you're going to just have to, all of you are responsible here. when she found out it was stolen, yeah, that was the worst of it. She wouldn't take anymore, and she didn't want to see me. See, her morals are larger than her need. She refuses. She's not going to take stolen money. That's why she goes to this charity. And then you'll see this pivot. Yeah, she didn't tell you. She didn't tell me anything. I never spoke to her. I'll tell you. She went to your mother's committee for help after she'd done with you. Your mother refused that help. This is just amazing. Eric is such a genuinely immature, childish person. Then you killed her. It's your fault, not mine. She came to you to protect me. And you turned her away. Yes, you killed her. My child, your grandchild, you killed it. Damn you. Damn you. I mean, talk about projection, blame. I mean, he's just really annoying, privileged, horrific character, in my opinion. Eric, please. The please is really the damning punishment, his misery. You're going to regret this. You don't understand anything. You never did. You never even tried. This is what we do, children, to our parents. You hysterical young fool. Get back, girl. And they threaten him, and they are not together as a family at all. Here comes, Eric doesn't take blame, does he? He projects his blame onto his parents. But you get this real vision of him as an immature character, as a drunk, as violent, as taking advantage. It's a good little portrait, and I think time has made the character of Eric a really interesting lens for the whole play.